Hello everyone, my name is Florio and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Today, or this week, there's going to be some repairs happening on my ceiling because we had like a pipe leak and all this other crap happened recently this week. What I figured is maybe I could just include this extra video this week as well, if all else. I started watching Selena Spooky Boo and Chris's recent ghost hunting video. And I know a lot of you guys asked me to, do a video or, deep dive or something on Selena, which I haven't really done, mainly because she hasn't really reached a point of, I guess, annoying me too much. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff she does. A lot of things that she has said were visions have been debunked by people like Seg. Like she just kind of makes up stories. However, I do believe that she is a believer. Like she truly believes everything that she does is real. Like, so she's one of those. Now, I do like Chris and I like Selena. I've watched them for a long time. They're Canadian, they're women, and they're a lot of fun. They remind me of like fun times hanging out with my friends and stuff back in the day too. So I was kind of watching this video and I would say, I got like about halfway through and then I thought, what, I'm going to do like a reaction video maybe to it. And like my main critique really is that these ghost hunters, this YouTube ghost hunting stuff, it's just gotten so out of control. Like everyone's just like lowering the bar for all of this and it's all so fake. And so like, dude, bro, I guess kind of, but they're doing it like women. I don't know. I'm just like more frustrated seeing the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like, we may as well just be watching like Zach Bagans productions at this point because it's so stupid. I'm sure like there's a bunch of their fans who might show up in this video and complain or whatever. That's fine. You guys can complain. I'm their fan too. I watch their stuff too. Like I've watched their channels for a long time. You can choose to complain in the comments. That's fine. But the critique still stands because the ghost hunting stuff that they're releasing is just the same old drivel that all the other YouTube ghost hunters release too. So also I'm just having like a neuro spicy day and I really don't want like stuff on my pores, so I didn't bother with any makeup. I just threw on some eyelashes. Excuse the skin, I guess. My friend calls it glass skin that I have. So anyway, it's just gonna be shiny and that's it. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the video that I'm going to be covering is We Should Not Have Gone In There, Screaming Tunnels in the Olde Angel Inn. And this is on their new channel called Can't Sleep. It's like a Selena and Call Me Chris like podcast kind of deal. But I guess they decided to put their ghost hunting stuff on here. So I think that's sort of their plan going forward. They're just doing like a combined channel here. All right, so we're going to take a look at this. I'll also go check out their channel, subscribe to it if you want. They just kind of like tell their stories and stuff on it. And I'm going to skip through parts of this video too that aren't really like of interest. Like they kind of do like a skit at the beginning here. I'm going to skip ahead over to the history stuff that they get into first.
Niagara-on-the-Lake, nestled in among the quaint little shops, you'll find the Angel Inn, a place to eat, drink, rest for the night, and listen to Mrs. Ledoux tell stories about her ghost.
And I have a picture for you girls, too.
Oh my God.
We are also headed to the Screaming Tunnel.
You get to the middle, you can light a match. You're supposed to be able to hear like a shriek, a scream.
Can you imagine if something at the end of the tunnel? Oh God, shut up.
Do you think Niagara-on-the-Lake in general is haunted?
Yes, I do.
Niagara-on-the-Lake. Picturesque, charming, and quite possibly the most haunted town in Canada. Welcome to Can't Sleep. Tonight, we're headed to a town steeped in spooky history. Thanks to the War of 1812, bloody battles, and a devastating fire that burned the town down.
This pretty little town has seen some things. We're talking restless soldiers and creepy seances. Niagara-on-the-Lake is like Canada's paranormal playground.
And our first stop is the legendary Olde Angel Inn, one of Ontario's oldest pub and hotels. It was rebuilt after it didn't survive the War of 1815.
I think she means the War of 1812. I think she got the year wrong there.
And it was named the Olde Angel Inn after John Ross's, the man who rebuilt its, wife.
Okay, I'm just double checking this stuff. There is a War of 1815, but that's not to do with this. The inn was badly burned during the 1812 war, which lasted until 1814. It was rebuilt in 1815.
Captain Colin Swayze was a British soldier in 1813. He snuck back to the inn during the war to see his one true love. It sounds romantic, but it didn't end well. He hid in the cellar in a barrel, but the American soldiers found him and killed him.
And apparently, he loved the place so much, he never left. And people report objects moving on their own, doors opening with no one around, and even phantom whistling at night.
Folklore says as long as a British flag hangs in the inn, Captain Swayze's ghost stays friendly. First, we're heading to another infamous haunt, the Screaming Tunnel.
Okay, so Niagara-on-the-Lake, it is very haunted. It's a popular attraction and stuff in Canada here for sure. The Olde Angel Inn, yeah, it is a haunted inn. You can also do like ghost walks and stuff too around Niagara-on-the-Lake. There's like a whole paranormal industry. It's been around for a while, since like before the YouTube stuff, because I know like I went on a trip there like before YouTube was a thing. I don't know if all those stories are correct. I will fact check them as well when I go to do the editing, but so far for the most part, from what I can remember, what they've said is correct. I just can't remember some aspects of it because it's been a long time. So I'll take a look and fact check it as well. But first, they're going to the Screaming Tunnel here. So I'll let them do their little bit of an introduction, and then I have some thoughts to talk about the Screaming Tunnel.
The Screaming Tunnel. It's a pitch black railway tunnel where a young girl died in a fire. Some say she was escaping a burning barn, others whisper of something more sinister.
Legend says if you stand inside at midnight and light a match, it will blow out and you'll hear the girl's eerie scream.
We'll step into the tunnel and light a match and see what happens. And if you hear a scream, it might just be me.
What's up, everybody? I'm Call Me Chris.
And I'm Selena Spooky Boo.
And welcome to Super Exciting. Yeah, it's this way!
Bro! Dude! Bro! Demons! Demons, bro! Murders! We've caught a ghost!
The Screaming Tunnel has been around for a long time, and I was here many years ago when I had a lot more wits about myself.
I've never been here. This is actually terrifying. Look down there. Look! There's nothing. That's horrifying.
Yeah, and the story is even more horrifying. There was a little girl, and the story goes, okay, that she...
Okay, so first of all, that tunnel is only like 16 feet long. It's not that scary. It's just nighttime when they're there, and you can see out the other end very easily. I'll try to put a picture up on the screen so you guys can see it.
Yeah, and the story is even more horrifying. There was a little girl, and the story goes, okay, that she either ran from her house on fire and collapsed in the tunnel, that she was set on the fire by her own father, or things even darker. Some people don't even think it's a little girl. They think it is a demon. And if you light a match, she will blow it out and she will scream. When I was here last time, the match went out twice in a row.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is dumb.
Okay, so about this tunnel, the story has changed multiple times over the years. This apparent girl that passed away is supposed to be like mid-1900s. There's no records of this. There's no news article about it. This would have been in the news. This is Ontario. This is Canada side, okay? And I'm from this area. I'm only like a few hours away from Niagara-on-the-Lake. This would be in the news articles. I couldn't find anything. No one else has ever found anything about it. The only thing that might make sense to the story that people have said is there was apparently some families who were left still in the area from the nearby town that was next to this tunnel. And this tunnel, apparently, there was a woman who would get really frustrated with her husband, her farmer husband, and she would go into this tunnel to just scream every once in a while to like get it out of her system. And that's the only thing that is corroborated. So this whole like girl thing is just not even true. And this demon crap, that's new. Ever since the Warrens, it's demon. YouTube is demon. Like the demon crap, I don't even know where that came from. That's very new. So that's just been made up for people's videos, honestly. The tunnel is made out of limestone, and this is important as we'll get back to that as well soon too, of what it's made of. And let's take a look at some of the stuff that they do within the tunnel here, and then I'm gonna pause and give my thoughts on some things here.
This is what we do.
We did, yeah, this is what we do.
We have different tools that we're going to use today to try and communicate with this girl. Obviously, if that is the truth, it's a sad situation. We're sensitive to that. But we also just are hoping for the best.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find anything. There's a river over here.
It adds to it, right?
So we're gonna have to stand here.
I have a ghost bear. This is a Boo Buddy. It is a bear that is also an EMF that will light up and say things. And I thought that since it was a little girl, we might as well.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta put it down. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay.
All right, let's put it in. Okay.
Okay, we're about to see that neither one of them really understands what the Boo Bear does, but that looks like that's her phone that she put beside it, or recorder of some sort. And like the Boo Bear, it goes off with EMF, so immediately you have an electronic device near it. As well, it goes off with temperature changes, movement, things like that. This tunnel does have air that like flies through it. Temperature change can be really easy, but we're about to see too, they're really close to the bear and they're moving all around as well. And they clearly don't really understand how this bear works, but they react like all the YouTube ghost hunters react and they freak out over it.
If you are a child.
What 2 + 2 is?
4? What the heck? Is there a little girl in here with us? Is that you touching the teddy bear? We've heard a story. Is that story true? I don't like
Know
staring
your
at
alphabet? A, B, C, D.
E, F, G, H,
Ooh, it's cold in here.
Oh, she said it's cold in here. Oh my god. Okay. What is this?
Chris is like, I know Chris is like pure believer. I know Selena's pure believer. Trust me, I know they're pure believers in this stuff. But she's already saying, oh, she said, no, the bear is programmed with specific things that it says. It doesn't even have like a full-on dictionary like the Alice box and all the other crap. It's very limited. It just says the same stuff. The fact that it says, is it cold in here? It tells me like that was a temperature change. They are there. It looks like during the spring or at least the fall. This is during the season changes too. It is cold out. They're wearing their jackets, but it's not winter yet. But the temperature is going to change within a tunnel here. It does when the wind goes through it.
This thing? I don't know, but it's freaking me out. I didn't read all of it. It just was on the ghost website. It is cold in here. It's so cold.
Can you finish this?
Can you imagine if something at the end of the tunnel? Oh my god, shut up. She said, can you finish it? Oh my god. What's up there? What did you see? Nothing? Oh my god. What did you see? I saw something wave down like it looked like a tail. Which like immediately for something to be up there like a swing.
So first of all, they start off, Selena's like, I don't know how this thing works. I just saw it on the ghost website. Like they don't even understand how the bear works. Second off, our minds play tricks on us. And when you believe that there's something going on and when you're scared, like you're going to see stuff in the dark. They're pointing at stuff that's in the dark that's not in the illuminated area. So, okay, when I remove the background music, it's also removing the background noise that is in this cave. There's moments where they don't have music, I will leave the background noise in so you guys can see how noisy this cave is. You can hear traffic, you can hear wind through it, you can hear a bunch of stuff through it. Just to give you an idea of how noisy this environment is, just when I remove their background music for copyright reasons, it tends to remove all the background noise as well. So you're going to hear a little bit of like complete silence in the background, and then I'm going to try to play you what I can that doesn't have music over top of it.
I need light there right now. Yeah, there'll be nothing up there. Why did I just feel warm? Was that you?
Can you make a noise?
Oh! No! We just...
Also, they're moving around a lot all around the bear, and the bear does go off with movement. Them moving around, not to mention them moving around, creates some wind as well. It could affect temperature too. There's a lot. They're setting off this bear by accident, quite a bit of it. And also the fact that a phone is sitting right beside it, that's EMF as well. So like they're causing the whole thing to set off. Also, I'd just like to point out that Selena's supposed to be a psychic, and I don't understand why psychics use so many gadgets. If you're supposed to be a psychic and you speak to the dead, you don't need gadgets, you know?
Can you tell me a secret?
Can you tell me a secret? I peed my pants in high school. I peed my pants just now. This is so creepy. Yeah. Does this work? Like, do you have to touch it? Yeah, like it works when something's close to it and gets near it, it does a prompt.
I like her.
Okay, so it has to be touched. Touch it. What the? Yeah.
It doesn't have to be directly touched. If you saw that was a delay in it reacting, so it probably actually set off as soon as you kind of got near it, but it was delayed. Like you're not really testing its limits here. Also, again, you have what looks like a phone sitting right beside it.
So it's being touched. Okay. So question. There's been a lot of things about what happened said about you.
Is the main story true that you ran in here on fire and died? I feel like she's like too mature for the bear. Should we use the Alice box?
Maybe.
This is the new Alice box. Not only
Okay, now here's where I want to point something out. Now, you guys can see all the water that's sitting on the ground here. This tunnel is made of limestone. Limestone can conduct electric current, especially in moist areas or with contact with water. They're in an enclosed environment that's enclosed within limestone, and there's moisture and water all around them, and it is an electromagnetic conductor, right? There's electric conductivity of limestone and granite, which is why people say that like places that have limestone and granite hold on to spirits and spirit energy. It's a myth, right? But that's why people say it, because limestone can conduct electricity. You're in there using gadgets like the Boo Bear, the Alice box, and anything else you're going to pull out. It's going to be giving you false positives just because of the limestone and the moisture that's in the air. And, you know, they could probably do their research on this, but I don't think they want to, because one, they're pure believers, but two, they're trying to sell something on a YouTube channel as entertainment. So of course, they're not going to actually look into the issues with this tunnel. Oh yeah, as well. The Boo Buddy Bear, whatever, detects environmental changes, temperature, movement, EMF frequencies as well, responds with different flashing lights, it has pre-programmed phrases as well to indicate the changes. So like, you know, with the cold and stuff, it said that the temperature changed, but they're outside and there is wind. Even though they say there's no wind, we'll see wind in a second here and I'll show it to you as well. But it's interacting to all of this stuff, right? That was happening, that they were doing all around it. So
going to say words and is apparently stronger, it's going to light up green to tell you where the spirit said it from.
Yeah.
We're here. We want to figure out what the lore is here. We want to figure out who's down here, who's haunting this tunnel. So many people come here. You literally run the GPS as a screaming tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
the Alice box is sitting on the stones near the water. The stones are probably fallen because you can see the stuff is all fallen off this tunnel. So it could be limestone. It's literally conducting electromagnetic frequencies, electricity in the air, different things like that. So this is just not a good test. Like, they don't understand how all this stuff can affect all of these gadgets, you know?
Screaming tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if so many people say that it happens,
Yeah.
it has to happen. If someone screams, there are a lot of stories about you, as I've mentioned before. We just want to verify that that is true. Did you die on fire in this tunnel?
Also, just to explain this tunnel as well, there's a train above the tunnel. The tunnel was built, originally it was built for transportation of some goods or something like that, but then the farmers started using it as it was a way that they could avoid having to go around all the train tracks, right? And the thing is you have trains, you have different things like that. You could hear screaming coming off the trains. Also, you see a lot of locals that do live there and they go there, and there's a lot of people that travel there. There's a lot of accounts of absolutely nothing happening. And the few that things do happen, I think a lot of it is people trick themselves into wanting something to happen, so they make it happen, right? There's no record of any girl who passed away. Like the whole thing is just made up. It's just like, you know, local folklore or whatever. People make shit up all the time, you know?
Hike.
Height? Literally, as we were looking up. Oh, it's you.
No, it's not me.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
We were just looking up.
I'm on a rock. I'm in the water.
You're literally on a rock.
Basic.
Is it calling me a basic bitch?
Basic.
Crops.
Crops. Oh God, stop pointing at me.
Her dad was a farmer, and this is all like land back here.
Okay, yeah, maybe, she was on a farm, right?
Yep. She ran from the farmhouse.
So we want to know if somebody, like, killed you on purpose.
Or if you died on accident.
She'd love to know who you are.
Did you guys just hear all that traffic? I have to remove the music from this just in case for copyright, blah, blah, blah. But if it kept the traffic in there, there was just like a bunch of, like a car just drove by. It was very loud. Like this is not a, great environment to get any sort of paranormal evidence from.
Can you give us an answer in 3, 2, 1?
Okay, there was a cut there.
2, 1.
That was a cut. All these ghost hunter YouTube channels do this. We don't know how long they were really standing there for. It wasn't like immediately 3, 2, 1. I guarantee you there's a cut. Like they make it sound like or seem like it just happened in the moment. You got to pay attention to editing with this ghost hunter crap.
Wood.
Wood.
What?
Okay. Wood.
Wait,
Fire.
it's like a fire? Like she was lit on fire,
So we know she was on fire. Was the house on fire? Wooden house.
right? That's
Which
true.
would be like, it's still sad.
Again, when this supposedly happened, because based even on when the tunnel was built too, it wasn't built in the War of 1812. It was like mid-1900s. And so there would be records of this farmhouse catching on fire. There'd be records of this girl passing. And there just isn't anything. There's nothing in the news. There's no records of anything. So whatever narrative they're about to spin is just complete BS.
But like,
Crops?
crops.
You keep saying you're like over here somewhere.
July.
July. Okay, you died in July.
Yeah, July.
July's also your birthday.
It is my birthday. Do you want us to light a match? Or do you not like that?
They're wooden matches.
They are wooden matches.
Should we light a match while we have the Alice box on?
Yeah, I think so. That's a good idea. Let's do it.
Fireplace.
Oh, are you f***ing kidding me
Okay.
right now?
Okay.
A fireplace? Does that
A
mean we
fireplace.
should light one?
Or is that what started the fire in her house?
Probably. Dude, that's very.
They said that this is the new Alice box. See, I have a theory that all these apps and all this crap listens to what is going on around it and provides words kind of based on what people are talking about around it. And this is the new Alice box because I know the old one didn't really do that. It was really random, but this is the new one. And I do wonder, I feel like they have microphones and stuff, like they're listening to what's going on. I think these are all just BS, these apps. Also, they're about to do the match thing. The match thing is really when I just was like, okay, I'm just going to make a reaction video. This is so stupid. So
Okay, yeah, I'm
Oh my
gonna get
God.
I'm gonna get the matches. I'm gonna get the matches. That's too spot on as I'm literally walking over here.
I don't like that.
Fresh.
Cute.
You do one and then I'll do one. Okay. Oh, this is nerve-wracking.
And I know my music removal tool has been removing the beeps from the Alice box. So I might try to throw one in where it makes sense, but it just tends to remove it. That match, that flame just showed you how there's wind here and there going through this tunnel. It just moved a bunch, like there was a breeze or something, and then it stood still. I do think that there's air going in and out of that tunnel, which is what was setting off the Boo Bear as well. But here, we'll play it again. Right there. So you saw that the flame like moved quite a bit, then it stood still. There's air going in and out of that tunnel. It's not completely free of all wind.
Empath.
Empath.
What?
Oh my god.
And here we're seeing there's more and more wind. It's still moving here as well. And the empath thing, sure, if people are ghost hunting, of course, most people have empaths on the team or psychics, or empaths or whatever. So that makes sense to set that off on the box as well.
Empath.
What?
Oh my god. Okay, if you're here, can you blow this out?
Okay, so you saw the flame is moving quite a bit. I think Chris was blocking some of the wind, and you saw it's been kind of moving to the side since she moved and turned her body.
Oh my god. Okay, if you're here, can you
Yeah, see, there's a lot of wind going through this tunnel.
blow this out? Apparently you blow them out and then you scream. I'm not an expert on match. Actually, yes, I am an expert on matches. Usually they burn down. Yeah, a little.
Okay, she's holding the match straight up. Most of the time, you have to tip the match so that the new wood, the unburnt wood, will catch it. And that's how you keep your match lit. When you hold it straight up like that, it's going to go out because it's running out of fuel because you're like not tipping it. It needs to be tipped over to the side. And that's why it went out. So like you can do this with any match. If I had matches around here, I would just show you guys. Like it'll go out if you hold it straight up like that. And especially too, there was also a bit of a breeze as well. Like you've got to kind of hold it and tip it to the side or like completely turn it upside down. So it's going to go out when you hold it like that.
And there's no wind in here? Okay, thank you. Let's see if we can replicate. What did it say before that? Empath. Oh my god! That's what we are! Yes! What is happening? I think, do you want to know what my intuition is giving me? Yes. That she feels kinship. Okay, that's so funny you said that because I was going to say earlier that, do you like that we're women that were down here? Yeah.
No girl died in this tunnel. There's no records of it. When it supposedly happened, especially based on how old the tunnel is, there would be records of this happening. This would be in the news. People would have found records of it, and people have tried to prove that it happened. People have tried to find records of this. This didn't happen. So Selena, if she's psychic, why is she picking up a girl in here that never passed in here because no girl existed in here that passed? Like it's just so stupid. Like I understand. I do think that she believes and that Chris believes, but like there's no proof of any girl, and there should be because this wasn't that long ago that this supposedly happened. So who are you connecting with? Nobody. It's all in your head. Like
it felt kinship. I don't feel like she's angry. I just feel like she's here, but I want to see if she'll replicate that again. These are lighting really weird.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to us again? Oh, interesting.
it's not interesting. You're holding the match in a way that it's going to go out. You need to tip it so that it stays lit, and there is wind in there. Like, I think that they're doing this on purpose. I don't know. Are they doing this on purpose? I have to know. People know how matches work. That's why this is so stupid.
Like, I don't even realize there's air, but they're like, look at our hair. Like, our hair is not moving. There's no.
You don't have to have a tsunami going on in there to put out a match. It can be a slight breeze, but regardless of that, that's not really it. It's the way you're holding the match. You're not giving it the new wood to burn from. It's burning the charcoal and it's got nothing else to burn from. You're not tipping it. Like, I used to be a smoker. Like, I understand. I used to be a smoker, and I used to have matches a lot. And you can't just hold a match straight up. It's gonna go out.
Alone.
Alone? Alone. She's alone. This is like sad. This is really sad.
What's your name, baby?
I'm gonna let it burn up the match.
Yeah.
Like how matches burn up the match. There we go. There we go. Okay, let us know if you're here.
Blow it out. If you're here.
It just burned out.
Okay, watching this again while I'm editing. Take a look at the match. She holds it at the correct angle, and then she turns it completely upside down so it's standing straight up again. And then eventually it'll go out that way too. Like, you've got to hold matches at an angle. Yeah, she tipped it. It's burnt. Like, the whole side of it is burnt. It burned itself up. Like, look, it's black up almost right until her finger. Like, the match is working normally. It's doing what matches do, and there is a breeze in there. All right, like there's nothing magical about this. The match is burnt all the way up. It's just now she's turned it to the camera.
Blow it out. If you're here.
You see, it's burnt all the way up to here. And there is a breeze down there because we saw it with the flame with the match. There's nothing fantastical going on about this. It's working like a match should work. Like, I don't know why they're like so... This doesn't prove anything. It's just a stupid match burning like a match should burn. Like,
Here.
It just burned out. These matches might also just suck.
Farm.
Farm. We literally farm.
This one's burning. This is burning so differently.
Okay, it is.
Okay, see now that her body is blocking the air and she's holding it normally, you know, she's not holding it straight upside down or straight up. Now it's burning as a match should burn. Like the power of deduction going on right now is ridiculous.
That's really weird.
But it's still going out a little bit. Okay, came back.
Whoa, it's like it. Whoa.
It's always flashing at you.
Is it flashing at me?
Yes.
Only.
Oh, lonely. Dude, what? Oh my god, I just want to like spend the night here.
It's flashed at you.
What?
She's talking to you.
Oh my gosh.
External.
External.
It's not scary. External. She's afraid of what's beyond.
Yeah, like what else is out there? This is her safe space.
Well, if something bad did happen to her by somebody, that person would have passed away. They're...
Might.
Selena, the light. We literally were just talking about that. Go into the light.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
This is so important because if she sees the light right now,
go to it.
She needs to understand.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can hear us. That light, and it might have been around forever, and it seems like...
Don't you feel like you need permission? And maybe you see false light when people are lighting matches, and that's why you don't like them?
I feel like people come down here with the wrong intentions.
I think so as well.
Like, they come down here and they're writing Satan on the walls, and they're trying to summon you, and I feel like she doesn't appreciate that.
Yeah, and she's been quiet this whole time. It's like it's weird, the timing of everything.
Like, why when we talk, she's not?
Yeah.
Commit.
Yeah, commit to it.
Commit to going.
I can't with this. I thought it was commit to the light. Go.
Okay. I don't know. This whole thing's so stupid. So stupid.
I'm gonna grab the music box and point it this way.
Okay.
Because maybe she'll pass by it.
Oh. Okay, she's there. Okay.
The music box goes off a ton in these next clips, but there's a lot of background music, and I don't know if it's all going to get dinged for copyright. So I'm going to play through it, probably jump through some stuff, and I'll show you sort of my analysis about the music box as well. I'd recommend you go over, watch their video to see how the music box acts, so you can hear the actual music of it. It's a lot of dealing with the copyright music crap that I'm trying to work around.
Are you here?
Okay.
I'm gonna fall in the water.
Careful, buddy.
Water. Okay. Listen. Well, hold up. Where you at?
If you see the light, go off.
Deserve.
Deserve. You do deserve to go.
You do deserve to go.
Wherever you feel like it is.
Okay, do you still see the light in front of you? Okay, everything stopped. Wait, if you're still here, can you go in front of the music box?
Oh my god!
What?
Said it. Okay.
Selena! Please don't, sorry!
Follow the water. Okay, where are you going? Okay.
It's really going off when Chris is trying to balance on these rocks, which I think is also adding to part of the problem. I think it's bouncing off of her somehow as well, but I go into some more detail about this cave and how it bounces around.
Do you want us to walk with you? It is not stopping. We could, what if we start walking?
Yeah. Come with us.
Okay. You can come this way.
Yeah, that music box sensor is going off way too much. Again, I think that this tunnel has a lot of EMF and stuff in it because of the limestone and the water. Okay, so this thing uses sound waves to sense motion. They're in a freaking tunnel where it's echoing off of everything. Yeah. I think that the tunnel and the echoing is what's doing it. Also, this box was on Ghost Adventures. That's how it got popular. Like, ugh, of course, I roll. So this thing goes off of sound waves. They're in a tunnel and they're screaming at each other because they're scared of everything. Of course, like this box is going to go off then. Like they keep talking. They need to like stand there and not say a thing. And also there's a bunch of traffic going around too. I just don't think this is soundproof enough. Tunnels are made to be echoey, and with water in there, it's even more echoey. Like I've always lived around a lake. You can hear crazy stuff across the water. Water transmits sound like very easily. So
She's nervous. Can you come with us? Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh, it's shit. She said shit.
Okay, she's with me. Okay.
She said what?
Shit.
Shit? Oh my god! She's scared. She's literally scared. Like, she can't do it.
She's standing literally there. Like, literally there. In front of the music. It has not stopped. Our shadows are not in the way.
Oh, yeah, our shadows are like,
Yeah.
not along, or we're on the other side of them.
Its own beat is echoing through the tunnel and it's setting itself off. Like that's what's going on. Like it's not it is the boop 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 whatever crap is echoing all around it. So that's what's setting it off, which also like it immediately started going off as soon as she calibrated it and it didn't stop, which also makes me think that like I think that its own sound is making it go off, is setting it off. And them screaming when it finally like realizes or whatever and calms down, then they scream or something or they move around and that causes an echo. Like this thing is set off by sound. It's no wonder the thing goes off all the time in these stupid like YouTube ghost hunter things. I never really looked it up before. I assumed it was an IR sensor, but no, it's sound.
It's literally always pointing in the same direction. I want to make sure my shadow's moving. Also, move the box. That's okay. Oh, we're gonna bring it up.
Couch.
Ouch. She wants to sit.
It's here. See if you get it to come.
Here, let's put it maybe. Are you doing this?
When you put it down, face it that way.
Yeah.
That way facing.
Yeah. So, where I was standing.
We'll move back.
Yeah. Where do you do this?
Just flip it.
Oh, this way. Okay. All right. We moved it just to like be sure.
Yeah. Calibrating. Are you still here?
Oh.
Past.
Like she's passed. She's
this
through?
way.
Like she's passed through.
Okay, I'm trying to get a picture of where it's pointed. It looks like they pointed it at the wall, so it's bouncing the sound off the wall. And then when Chris placed it differently, she placed it down the tunnel. I think that is the issue with it. I think it was bouncing the sound off.
When you put it down, face it that way.
Yeah.
That way facing.
Yeah. So, where I was standing.
We'll move back.
Yeah. Where do you do this?
Just flip it.
Oh, this way. Okay. All right.
Or did she pass through the light?
Yeah, maybe.
Or did she pass through the light?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can check.
Let's go to the exit. Let's go to the exit.
Oh.
I don't know how much the noise is going to stay in there or like what ends up being removed because of the music remover. There's a ton of traffic noise.
You can let me know.
I hope we close the case.
I hope so.
Do we want to say a little thing and make sure she moved on?
I think so.
Let's burn one more match and see if it goes out.
Wait. This is like not burning the same as it was in the tunnel. It went out right away in the tunnel. I like that. Wait.
It's burning the exact same way it was when Selena held it the exact same way. Chris, you were holding it exactly upside down or exactly straight up. That's why your matches were burning all messed up.
We get to blow it out instead of her. Case closed.
They're using programmer skill sets specialized in areas of natural language programming and artificial intelligence, an ideal device to add to any paranormal group. So it's doing language programming. Her internal dictionary has been duplicated from the original version of Alice, hence the name Alice DNA, but it's using AI and language learning to evolve itself, which... yeah, I do think that it's listening to the environment, to be honest. What is this thing made of? I really don't, like, all these things are just dictionary devices, but, like, what makes it go off? Because I've seen, like, people blowing into the stuff and, like, moving stuff around, and that sets it off. So, like, I really don't want to go into the details of all this. This is just, like, this is too much crap. There's, I'm sure, a bajillion videos online that talk about the Alice box and what it does. So...
My name is Diana Farr. I am the front desk manager here at the Olde Angel Inn. So we have 5 different guest rooms here at the inn, and one is the same. The most recent experience we've had was this past summer. I had a lovely couple stay in the general's room. They know for a fact they left their shoes kind of in a mess, and when they came back, they were all aligned perfectly. And they ran down to come and tell me. The generals and the governors are the most active, I find. I just find in the last few months it's been quite quiet. But in our experience, the captain's room is the Captain's and Sweetheart's room are the smallest rooms here. Then the Colonel's room, I have to say, is my favorite room out of all 5 because you have a beautiful king-size bed and you have your own little sitting room. So I often tell our guests that that's probably one of my favorite rooms here. I did have 2 couples from Montreal. They were ghost chasers last summer. And to that date, we only knew of 3 ghosts, resident ghosts. Well, we found out we had a 4th.
Okay.
The day after when they came down and they brought those little crystal balls, and we found out we have a little girl, and her name is Clementine. She likes to be called Clem. Now, in the 1700s, that building right next door to us used to be an orphanage. So they found this little girl, quite happy, very, very happy little girl, and they played with her all night. Yeah, so we found out we had a 4th resident ghost.
Who are the other 3?
Okay, so the main one is Captain Swayze, of course, the militia officer that got murdered. The second one is the American soldier, which we don't know the name of, and the one that murdered Captain Swayze. The third one is Captain Swayze's love of his life, the barmaid. And to this day, we are still looking for her name.
I do wonder, like, about the other ghosts that isn't recorded, that they can't find the name or whatever, because, like, if they're basing this off of new ghost hunters that have come with these, like, stupid apps and boxes and crap of dictionary devices, then I wouldn't really take it seriously. If the Captain Swayze, his name is recorded and that information is out there, that's the only one I would probably take seriously, to be honest.
Can you tell us about the cellar?
I'm a little freaked out by the cellar. I try not to go down there, but we have no choice because that's where we store all our wine, all the beer.
The only thing that's ever happened to me is during COVID, when we were able to open back up and after the lockdown, we had ordered quite a few cases of wine. So we took the wine into the cellar. So when you go into the cellar, there's it looks like a little tunnel actually, because it's all the original basement. And we put the cases of wine there, but we were so busy loading in things that day that we never got them into the racks because there's...
Okay, so just keep in mind with these older places, a lot of them have wires. You see those, the wires here? They're actually looking a little corroded. A lot of these older places, they have wiring down in their basements, and a lot of it's not shielded properly, or it's old wiring that has been upgraded, but wasn't upgraded properly by, today's standards. And a lot of it's unshielded. So there will be like a lot of EMF and things like that down in these cellars and in especially these old buildings, and you'll feel like there's something there, or you'll think you'll see stuff or whatever, and it's these wires. So like when I used to go and like look at houses for people, like just see, someone would say their house is haunted and they were scared or whatever, I would go in with like wire testers and stuff, and most of the time, like the ones who are not like faking or whatever, not having psychological issues and things like that. Most of the time, that's what it was. They were experiencing it near their areas that there was wiring that wasn't done properly, was too old, wasn't shielded right, and things like that. And you can see the corrosion on some of this stuff. You can see there's just random wires all over too. Like this is an old place. Like it happens.
There's
in these
racks
old places,
there's wine
right?
there, but we were so late because it's all...
So you can see there's a lot of wires. There's a lot of electricity and stuff just kind of hanging down
the original
here.
Basement. And
there's a lot of equipment down here too. There could be also the infrasound as well coming off of all this equipment, because these are all like tanks that have like the beer, right? So they're like carbonated. There's pumps going off. The infrasound alone could also be causing hallucinations and causing people to see ghosts as well.
We put the cases of wine there, but we were so busy looking.
And to understand infrasound a little bit more, you can check out Mr. Gray's recent video. I did cover the scientists that he talks about. I did cover it in another video of mine too. I'll link my video and I'll throw Mr. Gray's down in the details as well.
Loading in things that day that we never got them into the racks because there's racks and shelves to put them in. So around 6:30, because that's when everybody wanted to get out of the house and come for a beer, and one of the kegs had to be changed. So I went down to change the keg. And as I opened up the Swayze cellar door, you can hear bottles rattle as if someone's taking them out of the case and putting them in the shelf. And first of all, the first thought I had was, wow, I didn't even have to tell anybody to do this. They went down and were going to put the bottles in the shelves. But as I went by, there wasn't one bottle in the racks. There wasn't one box unsealed. everything was still closed. I kind of felt a little bit in my arms, like the hair on your arm.
Yeah, I suspect that there might be some infrasound stuff going on in this place, and it causes hallucinations like this. Auditory hallucinations, physical. Even the guy who first discovered it, he had like full-on visuals. He saw like a full-on ghost in front of him. It is a thing that happens with sounds, vibrations and sounds, you know?
Like the hair on your arms.
Oh, yeah.
Toughest part was you continue on around the corner. That's how you have to get to the cake room. And when I went into the cake room, you never seen an old guy change a cake so quick in his life, thinking that somebody was going to tap me on the shoulder. And it was probably one of the weirdest things that I've ever had.
You're going to be alone down there tonight, dude.
What? Here's these two lovely girls came by themselves. And then...
Oh, what? It looks like a face.
It is.
Oh my god. That is terrifying.
That's absolutely, and that's in the bathroom.
That's in the ladies' washroom downstairs.
Oh.
We're in the general's quarters now. As history goes, a lot of people have seen a lot of things in this room, and this... Oh.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much more I'm going to include of their video because I don't want to like include the whole thing. But for this whole part 2, just point out the dead bell is super broken and debunked. It just goes off at random intervals, and that flashlight thing, that's like been obviously debunked. You're literally turning it to the point where it's going to go on and off on its own. Like, it's not a reliable method or tool.
And today we are going to be using the flashlights.
Yep.
And the dead bell.
Whoa,
oh my,
that was really weird.
It's a really active place, and everyone who comes here has a story.
So explain this.
Yeah, so this is the dead bell, and it works like a REM pod, pretty much.
Okay.
That, and spirits are literally able to ding it themselves.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, there we go.
All right, she's set. And then we also have a flashlight over here as well. Okay, I don't like this already.
I hate the sound.
See, this dead bell is so broken. Like, as soon as she turns it on, it starts going off. Like, this thing just constantly goes off to the point that, like, every ghost hunter that has this in their videos, they end up turning it off and putting it away because it's really annoying and it just constantly goes off. It doesn't even have an EMF sensor. There's, like, a timer and a gear inside. Like, even Beardo has heard the gear moving as well. Like, it's not a good device at all.
It's like the...
Okay.
Okay.
Selena.
Hello? Can you not do that?
No, we would turn it off. Is this the general?
Was he...
Oh, wait, we can ask
that was two or one. Oh my gosh, okay.
Yes is 2.
Yes is 2.
Is this the general?
Is this... Oh, that turned on. Okay, are there more than one... Is there more than one spirit here?
Okay.
Okay, that's 1, 2. So there's more than one spirit here.
Oh, there's 3?
Okay, we're counting spirits.
4?
4.
Okay, 4.
The American soldier.
Yes.
See, it didn't go off for like, they didn't even give it much time. It didn't go off, and then she messed with it, then it went off like 4 times. Like, the thing is broken. I feel like she knows how to like get it to set off, because why was she messing with it? It's like she turned it off and on again or something. I don't know.
Oh, Colin Swayze, the barmaid, and the girl in the basement.
Oh my god, dude! Is that right?
Oh! Ah! Oh my god. Okay, it's like going off. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to move on from this section. It's a pain in the butt to keep unmuting the dings, but you guys can pay attention to the dings based on how they're reacting. She messes with the dial a bunch when it stops dinging or when it starts dinging too much. So I honestly think she knows how to just make it ding. I think she knows what she's doing, and she's messing with this. And it happens again in the next room, I believe. But we're going to move on to the next room.
So we are in the Colonel's room. We're here. We have a new thing. Let him know what this.
Okay, they're just going through every fucking gadget, I swear. This stupid honey tone thing, wasn't this invented by that Huff Paranormal guy? And it's just a spirit box that's put through like it's got like a guitar amp thing on it to make the like voices sound creepier and remove the noise. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's what this device is. Also, again, if you're a medium, if you're psychic, you don't need these devices, right? Unless you're trying to produce a YouTube video that's entertaining for people to watch. And that's really why you're here and why you're using a bajillion devices.
This is a portal. So it takes a spirit box, it gets rid of a lot of the static, and it just
Yeah, the portal thing. This is the Huff paranormal guy. Like this device is just complete BS. Everything he does is complete BS. Like the whole thing is just, and again, it's a spirit box. It's a radio. The words it's picking up are from the radio stations. Like it's gonna pick up words because it's flipping through radio stations. Like how about you actually create something that's pure just static with no radio stations and no possibility for words, then have a word come out of that, then I think we'll be impressed. But for now, you're just pulling stuff from radio stations. Like this is not.
Lets the words come through a lot more clear. So we have this, and then we also have the REM pod, which has been going off as we've been setting up. Oh my gosh! What was that? Was that a thing?
That was horrifying. I don't know. I didn't like that.
I didn't like that either.
So basically, I'm going to go under the covers in the bed, and I'm going to leave a REM pod on the bed, and I'm going to have this going off, and Selena is going to be in the bathroom, and she's going to let me do this investigation by myself. Fuck you. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Jackass style. This is Sleeping with Ghosts.
Okay. Stop. My lord. Oh, gosh. I'm going to, put my phone camera on under here. Let's go, Colonel. Okay, is anybody in here with me?
Just an FYI, the REM pod is just constantly going ee, and the thingy, the little spirit box thingy or whatever, just makes a croaky noise every once in a while. The fact that the REM pod's been going off this whole time, because also you've been moving on the bed and you've been moving all around it and you haven't reset it, you haven't bothered to reset it since going under the covers. Like the whole thing, REM pods are a joke anyways, but still. And as a reminder, go check out Kenny Biddle's Skeptical Inquirer article about the REM pod. It's pretty much just a half of a theremin, so it's looking for anything to connect with. So if there's any electricity nearby, if there's a thunderstorm coming or happening, if there's any other EMF or different things like that, I mean, she's got her phone really close to it, it's gonna go off.
So we're in the haunted bathroom where we thought a woman was for like 15 minutes because we heard her in here.
Bustling and rustling.
So now I'm extra freaked out.
Me too. And look at this man just chilling.
And then we just got this guy.
Yeah.
It should be a naked woman, but that's just me.
It's fine. Spirit.
Oh, it's so bright. It's so bright. Let me turn this down. There we go. Okay.
So,
whoa.
Whoa.
Wait. Wait, stop.
What's right here?
Wait. Show me. Wait, that is actually so weird.
Why are their eyes?
Okay, so at least they go in to try to recreate that photo, but the fact that they can recreate it and there's like statues and stuff around, like there must be something on that or some dust or some reflection that's causing that. The fact that you can recreate it if there's a face in there.
Like it's like, look at it. Go beside his body. Where is that? That's on. Wait, this is the wood on this side. Wait, shine over here in the wood. Okay, there's no eyes in the wood up there.
Weird.
Okay.
Wait.
But there is designs and stuff. Like it's just pareidolia.
Whoa, but over in the corner there.
That was. Let's see. It's the other
one.
one. Okay, it's still there. I wonder those dark spots. I wouldn't like say.
I mean, there's like obviously there's.
So they switched to another photo and it's still in the photo, which means there's something in the paint or something that's reflecting because they use the flash against the mirror. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Next one.
And last one. That is still there, that shape.
Interesting. Yeah, my hand was there.
Okay. No little girl with us.
Okay, go back to that first one. I don't know.
I'm just haunted by this.
Oh yeah, but like, I don't know.
You see right there that they're getting pareidolia, right? See, there's some knots in the wood and it kind of looks like it could be a face or something. Like it's creating pareidolia out of it with the flash hitting against the mirror and against the varnish. It's creating an image and you can tell because there are some knots in the wood. So it'd be like eyes. There's even some discoloration here. That could be a face. Like there's a lot of opportunity for pareidolia here. And the fact that it's in every one of their pictures, I think is pretty telling as well.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Okay, listen to all the noise. You've got the refrigeration noise going on. You've got the pumps going for the beer and everything and the taps. Like all of that noise there can cause hallucinations. The place is just like, and look at all the open wires and stuff too. Look at all the wires hanging. You see like in the metal here, these are protected and shielded, but you have all these open wires here. Are these ones properly shielded? Should they be in one of these metal containments here? What type of wiring is it? Like how strong is it? And you're standing right near it. Like there's just so much in here.
It's very alive down here.
It's feeling alive down here.
It feels like there's like, you know when you're in a room full of people?
Yes.
Feel it.
Well, it's the auditory. It's the sound is causing it.
Just close your eyes for a second.
I have social anxiety. This is good for me. Stop.
Was that a fucking laugh?
Wait. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Did you hear that too?
It went.
I don't want to go in there.
Anyway, we're in the cellar.
Look down there. Look.
Like, just look at all this wiring and even just the noises itself. Like, you're just getting sensations off the audio, the vibration and the audio hitting against everything, and also with the EMF, because you guys are probably a bit more sensitive to it as well. Because based on other videos I've watched you guys, I think you guys are sensitive to electricity being around you.
I walked down there while I was doing B-roll. I literally, all I could think about was a man, like,
the ice machine!
The ice machine!
Holy shit!
You, ice. Oh my god, I literally peed a little bit.
So now the ice maker makes a bunch of noise. All the like refrigeration and the bar and everything makes a bunch of noise in there. So any noises they're picking up are just, you can't guarantee that there's anything paranormal about them. That basement is very, very noisy.
Kevin Swayze died in a barrel around the corner, down in that dark, scary hole.
And we're gonna go in said dark, scary hole and
why is there a breeze right now?
Talk to him.
Coming out of there.
Yeah, I feel it. Okay. Let's go do it. Oh no. Okay, don't be like that. Watch your head, please.
What?
Okay, I shit you not. We're literally trying to set up the tripod right now, and I just felt somebody just like, I don't know. Okay. I don't like this being in the hallway. I don't like there being. We need to go to an end, so we have.
Yeah.
We need to.
We're gonna go this way.
There's literally a bag full.
We got a bag full of tricks.
Ghost goodies. I'm actually really like freaked out right now.
Yeah. Do we want an Alice box? Do we want to set everything up, like a bunch of stuff, and just see what happens?
Let's just give her, dude.
Yeah, let's give her.
So we have the Alice box, the bell, and the REM pod behind us, and we're just gonna see what happens. I guess.
Colin Swayze. Is this where?
Grandma.
It says grandma. Do you feel a female presence down here? Oh, what does that mean?
Wait.
What? Oh,
15.
15.
The barmaiden.
The barmaid?
Or the girl.
Right.
She was little. This is the barmaid.
Like
the barmaid makes sense. Okay.
Younger, yeah, whatever.
We need a name for the barmaid. They have been searching for your name for a very long time. I know that Colin was your lover. Are you here with us? I feel more calm now. I'm feeling like.
Okay, good.
I feel like I feel a feminine energy for sure.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
God,
okay.
I need that bell.
Barmaiden, we would love to be able to give you a name. The inn has been searching for your name. Can you tell us? Colin Swayze. Both times I said his name.
Hall.
Hull.
Last name could have been Hall.
Hall. Yeah, that's true.
What's your first name?
State.
Oh, Jesus. State.
Well, they were united. He was killed by the United States Army.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So there's probably multiple people down here, because that's what it said in the bathroom. So we need to count how many of them are down here.
Okay.
How many spirits are down here? Okay,
I just want to see if this is. I just want to make sure it's mid-range. I don't want it to like go off or.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, she knows how to mess with that bell to make it go off.
How many ghosts are down here?
One. Two. 3, 4, 5.
Tweak. It's a tweak.
5, 6.
I'm tweaking out right now.
6, 7,
7,
8.
8. Oh my
Ew.
Selena, I hate this
9,
thing.
10, 11.
I feel like Selena knows that this bell is broken. Like, anytime it kind of stops dinging, she tweaks it, and then it starts constantly going off. Like, I think she's aware of how broken this bell is. She has to be aware of it. Watching her mess with it? Yeah, no.
No, okay, it's just like... Okay.
12. 13.
Okay. Tone.
Watch your tone.
Tone it down. Watch your tone. Okay, like I'm just freaking out a little bit.
11.
Just
11.
11.
people.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Maybe we cut this because that's terrifying.
Okay, let's just okay. Enough with the fucking bell. God. Okay. Wow. We asked how many and it said 11.
11 spirits.
Dude.
We just want to name the barmaid, bro.
God
We want to
damn
know the bar name. The
Barmaid.
The barmaid's name.
What was that? Do we help out anybody down here?
Clementine, are you here?
Nope.
Face. Beth.
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 The barmaid.
Beth. Beth is the barmaid? We were asking for a female name. We asked for how many things and said Beth.
Beth. If the bar name's name is Beth, can you give us a sign? Something very obvious. Elizabeth would make sense for the time.
Elizabeth.
Beth.
Suko.
We would love for you to confirm that is your name.
Don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Noises coming from over
The cellar is incredibly noisy, and there's people upstairs, not the only ones around. And you heard the ice machine go off earlier. Like, you can't account any of these noises to anything paranormal. Okay, then Selena just uses her infinity deck. I'm surprised that she didn't do any of her psychic stuff in this episode. I don't know. Like, I think the last time I seen her do her psychic honing in was Sam and Colby's school episode, the Farrar School, and Seg debunked everything that she said that she saw. I noticed she's not being as psychic in this particular ghost hunt. So I find that interesting. I am keeping an eye on, I know a lot of people want me to do a video on her just for the psychic aspect. And honestly, I'm sort of just keeping an eye on her and going to see where she takes it. If she's just doing it for a little bit of entertainment on YouTube or whatever, I guess, like, it's not as bad as other psychics. But when she starts going in and like making stuff up about people, because that stuff can be damaging to, people who used to work at the school, people who were related to people, there's still people alive. Like, that kind of stuff is damaging. And if she does get involved in like true crime or like trying to sell readings and stuff, that's when I'll probably go in and scrutinize her some more. I do think that she is a pure believer, but it's dangerous because she definitely just believes everything that pops into her head. As I've been there, I was taught to do it that way too. And in doing that, you're making up stuff, right? So it's not good for reputation on people. Anyway, sorry, that's my just little side rant on Selena. She's not quite there yet. I'm waiting for her to see what she's planning to do. If she's planning to push the psychic thing or if she's going to just keep it, low key. We'll see what she does with it. And low frequency sounds called infrasounds. It can cause like things like hauntings and stuff. I'm trying to find the name of this. I think Vic Tandy. Okay. So Vic Tandy, if you want to learn some more about this, he's the fellow that discovered that the infrasound can cause hauntings and see the haunted frequency and everything. He's a scientist. He discovered it. And then he was able to debunk a lot of hauntings by bringing in equipment to look at the infrasound. And yeah, you might say, oh, well, maybe people should just be testing for that in these haunted locations. It requires very specific, sensitive equipment that's very expensive. And that's why, no one really tests for it. They actually had this guy, he would come in and test locations because he figured out how to test for it. And he knew, what equipment and everything, and he owned it. So they used to have him come in and test places. And he actually proved a lot of places had really high infrasound, and that was causing these, hauntings or, hallucinations. But it's quite interesting. I suggest you check it out. The biggest thing I would say is that cellar is very noisy, and I know that inn is actually quite small, and I wonder if some of the hauntings that people think that they are experiencing might be that. Even with them in the bathroom there and they heard noises, there's other bathrooms on other levels. What is the plumbing like? What happens when someone flushes a toilet or does something in a bathroom? I feel like the hauntings, that place might not actually be haunted. I always thought that place was haunted, but now I'm thinking it might not be. I think it might be the sounds and stuff that are coming off of everything. That's what I think might be going on in that place. The tunnel, it's just a complete BS story. It's not at all true. At least the inn, that story has been going on for a long time. That there was an actual military person associated with it and everything. So I'm more inclined to believe a story about that than the tunnels. Anyways, that is it. go watch their video if you want to check it all out. I'm going to cut out a lot of it. I'm just cutting out like a lot of the in between where it's just the same repetitive crap over and over again. I'm just going to leave in the parts on things that I wanted to kind of comment on. And thank you guys for checking it out. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Have a good night.